Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to a new episode of what is now our Let's Play of StarDrive 2. You know, the internet is a big and varied place, and as a result, basically no matter what video I might put up on YouTube, there's going to be someone somewhere who will want a full Let's Play of it. But this one, it's definitely clear. There's a wide audience, lots of people interested in seeing some more StarDrive 2, and that makes me happy because I actually was really enjoying our game quite a bit. We're, of course, in a war with the Draylock Council, and we are going to go and kick their butts some more for daring to declare against us. We do have a decent war fleet over here around Seoul. We've got our brand new fuel barge over here. We have taken a little bit of damage to some things, but overall things are going to be repaired. Apparently we do take a speed penalty from damage, which is really interesting. So we're going to go a little slower, but we do auto-repair 6% of our hit points per turn. There is a Draylock ship over here. We're going to send our fleet in that general direction, see if we can blow it up. We don't know where it is going, but mostly we're going to be heading towards Luxer over here to try to claim it. I'm going to verify that all my planets are producing something. Indeed, Earth is not. I do hope that they add an alert for that sort of thing. That would be very nice. We might want to put down an Imperial Bank, actually, because we are currently not making any money. I think we're even taxing. Yeah, we got 11% tax rate. So let's try to make our income go up a wee bit. I'm actually not sure how much of a difference this Imperial Bank will make, honestly, because I wonder if it only changes your taxes. Well, I mean, it's still something. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. Speaking of taxes, though, let's go ahead and bump it up, just to make sure we're turning a small profit. And other than that, we're going to go ahead and skip to the next turn. Yay, we completed a university. Very nice. Helix needs a new construction. It's got a star base, which is important. I don't know if we need infantry bases. Although, you know what? It turns out, like, infantry bases don't regenerate too quickly. In Master of Orion, you could build sort of a transport ship relatively easily. But here, you really need to have ground forces around to be able to pop them into space. So let's go ahead and build one. We're a little low on freighter fleets as well. Let's go ahead and pop a couple. That's because we're using a good number of them for transportation, but it seems to me that we will want an excess of freighter fleets quite often. Where the hell are you running off to? Why are you going to the center of the universe? What the hell's going on over there? I don't know, but fine. We'll just go straight to Luxor then. No reason to chase this guy down. Let's take a look at our fleet here. Okay, repairing at 11%. Speed is still pretty yucky. I think it repairs all the time, though. Can speed up their construction by 5% in a friendly territory. Okay. Yeah, there we go. They're still improving. Because they're in a friendly system right now. Nope. It looks like he's changed his mind. He's going to go reinforce the planet. So we're hoping there's not too many ships over there. Imperial Bank, infantry base. Lovely. Earth, we might want a fleet academy. +1 level is probably pretty good. Let's do that. Also, we do have some spies, don't we? Let's go and check our current status over here. No, we have no defensive spies whatsoever, so we'll get those going on. Otherwise, everyone is building something, so that's good. All right. Let's see what we can do over here at Luxor. Freighter fleet got completed. You're still working on another one. In fact, the freighter fleets got used right away, because I think we do have some trade deals, but they're not currently being utilized, because we just don't have the freighters. There's another one, and now we have an excess. I'll go ahead and build an Imperial Bank, and then probably actually queue up a couple more freighter fleets. The other thing, though, hold on, let's queue up a construction ship. We queued one up at some point. It would be really nice to build a refueling station over at this end of space. All right, I don't see any vessels here. So we're going towards Luxor here. It's going to take 2 turns. Oh, GNN! It's got some news. Brace yourselves, Galaxy. It's time for another war. Things are starting to heat up. The Riley Theocracy is mobilizing fleets to invade the realms of the Draylock Council. What's behind this war? We've reached out to the Riley Theocracy for a comment. Duplicitous liars and cowards, those Draylocks are. Irreverent unbelievers whose heresy must be punished. We come for you, Draylock. Well, that's really handy. Sounds like the Draylock Council had better get their own fleets mobilized. Who do you think will win this war? Will we see an elimination? We report. You decide. Well, I'm super happy. I don't even know where the Rylians are, but I'm super happy that they've gone and declared war with someone I'm already fighting. That is super handy. I don't know if there's a starbase. Would it show on the pop-up there? Where's that tooltip? Come on. Come back, tooltip. I don't think they are. I think we just insta-grab this. We'll see how many land troops they've got. Oh, they do have ships here. Okay, now the ship itself isn't going to be too bad. The starbase we know is a bit tougher, but we do have a lot of ships. Let's go ahead and fight. Bum, 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 bum. Human invasion of Luxor. DOS. Deployment zone is fine. we will start by blowing up the enemy ship. We're going to make sure to launch our fighters, though, because they can intercept, I think, the incoming... Oh, those are not incoming missiles. Oh, fuel barge. Retreat. Fuel barge is pretty squishy. Oh, we lost a fighter. Just randomly got in the way. Come on, 10 seconds. Oh, the central hull is pretty weak here. In hindsight, I'm going to make sure to put, like, much more armor in the front of the fuel barges from now on. Boom! Alright, it's made it out. Bunch more shops have gone missing. Where's the enemy ship? Oh, it's just buzzing around that way. Tell you what, let's focus. Let's get the fighters in there, too. Let's focus on taking out the starbase at this point. That is the real threat. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. We might not have the muscle to do this sort of thing. Because I think these star bases are really, really, really tough. We might need... It'll be interesting to see how much damage these missiles do. Wow, this is really loud. I'm going to go and turn this down. It'll be really interesting to see how much damage the missiles do and how many we can shoot down. They do have some sort of long-range artillery that we can't really fight. All of you have deployed. Yeah. How's the starbase? It's mostly getting blown up. That's good. That other ship has buzzed off. Actually, it's just excellent. I think it's possible the other ship is left completely. Yeah, we've won the battle. We didn't even lose a ship. We probably lost some fighters, but that's okay. I had some purple hearts. Awarded to any ship that has been reduced to 35% or fewer hit points. Gains 15% damage reduction when under 35% maximum hit points. Well, that's not necessarily great, but it's something. We did retreat with fuel barge. I'm curious to see where it's gone. Like, because we won the combat, is it still with our fleet, or is it actually, like, heading back to a home system? What would it change if we lost or not? I'm going to start with a bombard here, because we don't have an overwhelming number of troops. So yes, we're focusing ground troops. Okay. We're out of bombs. I think we'll get quite a bit more next turn, though. I could attack now. They're pretty heavily damaged, but I will wait. We're blockading. Our fuel barge is indeed still there, which is great. Okay, no. Wait, next turn. Bombard. Okay. We can probably start a ground invasion now because they're pretty beat up. Nah. Why sacrifice some of my own troops? Ooh, hostile fleet entering my space. Alright, good enough. I'm just going to automate it. Successfully captured that. Now, where's that enemy fleet? How big is it? It's just one fleet going towards Sol 1, which currently does not have any orbital defense, nor ground troops whatsoever. Well, it doesn't have, they don't have transport. They might just go around blowing up Sol 1. We can deal with that. Oh, speaking of things, we need construction. Let's get a Xenomine Starbase. Pollution, university. I don't actually know if we'll need the university. We'll go ahead and build the money things everywhere, because that's okay. Luxer, I don't think is... Yeah, we can do this. Produce a little bit more efficiently. I wonder if Earth, if we want to sneak out just another defensive ship. Well, one ship won't be able to stop. That's a big vessel they've got coming for us. So what I will do, I suppose, I could pull back with my fleet. But I'd be concerned. You know what we can do? How do I, let's land all our troops over here. There we go, like that. So we've landed all of our troops. It also frees up some freighters, which is nice. So Luxor can maybe defend itself against something. Depends on how badly we get bombarded. Meanwhile, we're going to have to swing back this way. Actually, I wonder if the Draylocks might be interested in peace. Because this wouldn't be a bad time for it. Peace treaty. I don't believe that peace would be a mutual interest. Their tolerance, I wonder, is there any way to... Peace negotiation provides 50 free tolerance. I see. But there's still not enough. They really have no intention. I wonder if it gives more tolerance over time. Or no, oh, I see. No, it doesn't... cost anything. Costs me. Doesn't cost them. Do believe peace would be in our mutual best interest. We are prepared to offer concessions to end this conflict. You are prepared to offer concessions because this has no value. They value it at 100 on our side. Oh, that's cool. All right, I like this system. So we can ask them for 100 worth of stuffs. All right, which is probably just going to be a few bucks. And I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with that. We got a system out of it. We're not in a position to push them anymore right now. I'd much rather build up our infrastructure a bit more. I'm very happy. Can I like scooch this to something else? No, 91 it is. I don't suppose the trade treaty. I think this is going to be worth too much. Let's check here. Yeah, it's worth 300. And tribute would be worth 100. Do we want gold up front or do we want a 5% tribute? I don't know how much 5% would be worth, but what the hell? Let's try it. So that's the same value on both sides. It'd be nice to get an added, like a total value over here. You get the total tolerance, but not the total value of the deal. All right, peace, and you give me 5% of your income for X number of turns or some damn thing. Which is probably not that much, but what the hell. We are going to sit around here for now until our fleet is repaired. Then we're going to go and check out more of these little mystery locations. We might need some troops for that, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Otherwise, we are building things very nicely. I can cut back on the tax rate. Actually, I'll operate... Wow, that is too much of a loss. There we go. We'll break even for now, just to improve our production rates a little bit. And there we go. We don't have to worry about our freighters being shot down. Where are you going? There must be enemy races over here. We should build another scout ship, actually. Over here on Earth. The Terran Explorer. We're going to queue that up because the Terran Explorer is built with an extra fuel tank already. We got a spy. Definitely I'll just keep it as a defensive spy for now. We'll try to get a few more in the future and see what offensive spying is like. Trade treaty with the polyps have expired. Be nice if you could click on that and be able to like open up the trade window again. I don't suppose we could do a medium, could we? We could. We got enough tolerance in here. So medium is, I don't know, it's like 5 freighters or something. So we definitely want to make sure we've got enough freighters around to get full advantage out of this. Also, it will use up some of our food potential, although right now that complaint is just because we don't really have the population. I guess I'll swing one of these over here, like that. And we are continuing to build some freighters, which is good, because I want a few extras. Build another spy after that, and then drop me in a couple extra freighters. Because especially if we decide to go to war or get some more trade treaties, we don't want to run out at any point. Terran Explorer is done. Is it this one here? Yeah, level 2. Fuel range 460, very good. Let's go and maybe we can actually find some neighbors. Let's go down here. There might be something in the middle worth checking out. We got a construction ship done, very good. I want to zoom on the ship, not the building. So we can build either a sensor platform or a refueling station. And if we can find just a gas giant like this one, and head in this general direction, and we can build a refueling station here. Won't need freighters to supply it with anything, and should give us more fuel range around this area here, which is good because there's some pretty big distances. I mean, it might not matter if we go and colonize some of these planets, but I think that's going to be fine. The sensor outpost might also be good. Just put them in deep space. We probably just want to build a few more in random locations. Helus, why don't you go and pop me out a couple? Now, they cost command when they're around. The question will be, once they get built into a station, do they still use up command? I'm hoping not. Are you fully repaired? Almost. Let's go check out this anomaly. Another freighter fleet. Excellent. We've got lots extra. We are currently at our limit. I think we'll pop out a couple more colony ships is what we're going to do. I like this little short trade route here. They're just bouncing back and forth. Oh, we've got enough trade ships now. What we can do is move some units over to our new planet just to get them kickstarted a little bit faster. Found a crystal field. Could be a source of the red crystals. Great deal of subspace interference, preventing our scanners from getting a good read on the inside of the field. If we want to get to the heart of this mystery, we'll need to send a fleet into the field. We should prepare to encounter more of these red crystals. Combat fleet required. All right, let's do it. If it's only a pair, we can handle it. We'll see how it goes. Interesting, you didn't give the option to automate this. What is this thing? An agitator and then angry. The agitator, is that what's making them angry? I guess that would make some sense, wouldn't it? All right, let's deploy everyone. Ooh, those crystals close fast. Guess we'll focus on the crystals since they're here anyway. And the fighters will come into range very quickly. Even though I said to target here, they'll move towards it, but they'll take shots on whoever becomes available the fastest. Fuel barge. Let's try to retreat again. So you're already getting your ass kicked. I hope... I'm not convinced that we're actually doing any damage whatsoever here. Maybe we should focus on the agitator. I think we lost the fuel barge already. I have no idea if killing the agitator will make a difference. It doesn't look like we've done any real damage to the crystals, though. I'm thinking this encounter is a little too high level for us. Look how much damage we're doing to this thing, and it's still completely green. We've just hit 10,000 damage. Things are slowly starting to yellow, but barely. Well, that's what I can do on Earth. I'm like, what do I do on Earth? What am I going to do? Well, building colony ships is pretty good, but I could just get, like, research going. There's even the university there. Alright, we'll try to kill the agitator and just see if it makes any difference whatsoever. But I suspect we might have to retreat soon. Look at this amount of damage this fucker is taking. Oh my god. And we're almost out of our fighter ships. I'm going to try to destroy this one and then retreat with everyone. Could be that we don't want to keep using fighters. I mean, or we just make sure to get some more tech to keep making the fighters better. But just, you know, long-range artillery ships, maybe a mix of things. Maybe what we want to do is get a couple of proper tanky ones and make sure that they're always in front and take the brunt of the initial attacks while we have long-range missile or artillery ships a little further back in our deployment zone. It might make a lot of sense. Okay, I don't think we're going to kill it. We just don't have enough firepower without our fighters. So everyone just try to retreat. Do you still fight when retreating? I don't think you do. Which I guess is fair. I'd like to unlock a bigger class of ship too. You know, the Titans or whatever. I don't know what the bigger classes are called. This will count as defeat, but we should still have our ships. They got the Purple Heart. The Agitator, Silver Skull of Extermination, probably because it killed so many fighters. I mean, if we're still going to have fighters, one of the things to consider is that we might not want to use missiles because we're already going to be vulnerable to anyone with a lot of like flak cannons and stuff. On the other hand, we could go with lots of missiles and the fighters and just sort of overwhelm their point defenses. That is a possibility. Earth over here. Yeah, I'm actually... For now, I'm going to go full tech. Full science. We don't need the colony ship right away. Although expanding is nice. Tech is also really, really helpful. Also, we'll finish researching the Brain Pal, which will get our research going even faster, which is nice. I suspect it's under construction that we get bigger ship types. Clean energy. Battleship. There we go. So we have to go quite far to get battleships, actually. So I think, like, I've been assuming that my enemies are coming at me with battleships, but I think that that is just, like, their graphic looks intimidating. What did I build here? Oh, another construction ship. Right. Let's move a construction ship. Oh, it does automatically use the wormholes. That's quite cool. Let's say move a construction ship into the middle of this zone so we can get some sensors going on there. Also, this is a construction ship. What does this say down here? Like, what's this icon? I mean, deploy a listing post, provide center detection in a radius of 90 astronomical units. It would be most wise to deploy such a station outside your territory. What I'm thinking is the sensor ship might need a freighter to refuel it. Normally. And I think the fuel ship normally would as well. But because we are not in deep space, we're near a gas giant, it should maintain itself. Anyway, that's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't know if it will actually extend our range or how it works. All right, the Brain Pal. Maybe we didn't need to put it inside of our territory at all. I mean, I don't know what else we do with the gas giant, though. Cruise missiles. Cluster cannons. Flak cannon with an extra stage. First stage fires a large projectile filled with flak rounds. The second stage deploys a flak round which then behave normally. Weapon is less suited for ordnance interception, but well suited to intercept fast-moving groups of fighters. Not many people are using fighters, though. I think we'll make a big missile ship to partner up with my my other ships here. I'm down to 5 command points. I still have this fleet, though. I guess I don't have the transports anymore, so I can definitely build some more ships soon enough. Oh. Can we get a non-aggression pact? No, we can't. Yes, sorry. You know what? I'm going to leave your space right away. No need to do anything there. Scouts have arrived here. There's an EM field in the system. What is this? Pirates! Uh-oh. And this is my scout? Let's GTFO. Hopefully we can make it out of there, although I suspect that we can't. Crystalline fleet is coming to Pearl. Pearl, do you have any defenses? You have orbital habitats. You have a star base. Where would I see it, though? The infantry base. Oh, there's the star base there. But you don't see it in orbit? Medium radiated, ultra rich, heavy G, orbital habitats. Yeah, you can't actually tell if it's got a starbase from the screen, which seems a little odd. I can just barely see a little thing over there on the screen, a little dot, a speck on the planet. But it feels like the tooltip should say it. I'm pretty sure I'm not missing it here. Well, I mean, since you're defended, then that's good. 22 turns for the cruise missiles? Okay, hold on. Yeah, that's really expensive. We got to backfill some of our tech here. Xenoassimilation would give us technology whenever we captured something. Psychology gives more approval. Better spies. Some better guns. Ah, our fleets go a lot faster. That's really nice. Main engineering. It's a ship module. Reduces power consumption. Subspace projectors. Build a space station. Create a tightly focused subspace field allowing rapid transit along the axis field. In essence, a highway in space. After you deploy the station, you can select it and right-click to change the orientation of the subspace field at any point. Really? So you run your ships along there. I think we'll just grab... I guess we'll grab something cheap. I will need to upgrade my troops, my ground troops a bit more at some point, but I'm going to get some pulse cannons going on. And then probably just advanced warp theory at some point. The problem is, unless our starbase can survive here, it's going to get kicked. But we are going to fight and then instantly try to retreat, although I suspect we won't be able to get out of there. With my scout ship. Retreat. Well, we might. I don't know. They're not too fast. They do have some fighters, but they're not sending the fighters up ahead, which is probably going to be a saving grace here. So I think our scout is indeed going to survive. I don't know what direction it'll run in. I mean, I had a flight programmed for it already, but might have to do something else. I always forget to use my powered engines boost as well. I don't think that helps here, but in combat it might be worthwhile if I've got some extra power, so we don't run out of guns or whatever. Okay, you're going to run to the closest friendly system, which is fine, and then I'm going to redirect you to down there. And you're going to go there and establish a listening post. Just give me some extra vision. Pulse cannons! Fire disabling blast of electromagnetic energy. Right, that's what that one does. Shields, which we don't have. We want some shields before we build our new class of ships. What the hell just happened here? I bet you this belongs to another race now. That's why it just disappeared. All right, let's build the listening post, and yeah, it will need freighters to refuel it on the other side of the universe. We'll just automate that fight. Hey, we won. Okay. Wasn't much to do. There was a starbase. All I could do was, like, right-click and then wait anyway. One of our fleets has encountered a mysterious fleet that did not appear on our sensors until we entered the system. Not responding to our hails, long-range scans indicate that these ships possess advanced arsenal weaponry. Looks like they're setting an intercept course for our ships. We should assume they have hostile intent. Where? It's not that fleet, is it? Is it this one? No, those are the crystals. We still have an anomaly over here. I have no idea what they're talking about. We don't know what this is yet, do we? There are some pirates nearby, though. So maybe we won't go directly there. We'll sort of wander around. We've got enough fuel for that in our scout ship. All right, we need more construction. Tell you what, let's build a science thing, and then we'll science after that. Pearl might just become a full-time science research area, which is a good thing to sort of specialize here. This is my actual war fleet here, which is currently going to... Oh, to the crystals. No. Don't go back to the crystals. We don't want to do that. Tell you what, just park yourself in the middle of our territory for now, and we'll figure out what the hell's coming at us. The Warhawk Cabal. Okay. So there's a faction within my empire that being convinced the polyp symbiosis are secretly plotting to destroy empire. Whether or not this is true, the movement has gained strong support among cabal of individuals who possess great personal wealth. Our sources indicate that this cabal has begun construction of a private war fleet that it intends to use to gain concessions in the government. Cabals approach us with an offer. If we declare war on the polyp symbiosis, then they will donate 5,000 billion credits to our imperial coffers and stand there in their fleets. Otherwise, they are threatening to control the government with their fleet in 15 turns. A couple options. We could simply declare war on the polyp symbiosis, can collect a hefty amount of cash. Alternatively, we could reject the cabal's advances, but very likely we'll have to face their fleet in short order. I don't like being bossed around, but on the other hand, I do like money, and I do know that this cabal, that when they show up, they will have some pretty brutal ships. So I'm going to go ahead and declare war. Yeah, they sort of have been my buddies, but you know, what could possibly go wrong? We will have to make sure we've got our troops positioned in the Halus system. Because, what is this? I have another construction ship here. Because the wormhole, they'd most likely come through there, for example. Let's go and get a listening post over here. So, we are working those shields. Once we get the shield, we're going to turn our entire empire over into shipbuilding galore. The star bases. No, star bases add. Frigates, cruisers. Cruisers are costing for... When they were retreating, were they not costing us points? We don't actually have much. And free corvettes. Right, we can build up to 11 corvettes for free that don't cost command points. I gotta remember that. Alright, again, we'll just finish the shields and we'll start the production. Pro is a bargain. You want pollution resequencer, which is worth 900. You have no text to offer me whatsoever. Well, no. You know what? You don't get it. If you had a higher tolerance, we might have been able to deal with something, but you don't. Okay. May as well get the Fleet Academy. What does it cost? Tooltip doesn't go there. It does cost 1 per turn. You know what? This is Halus, and you've got the university. Just go full-time research. That's going to be your job. Meanwhile, over here, I'll cancel the second colony ship. I'm going to go and start building this colony ship. We're going to finish this first. We're still going to get our class 1 shields in 1 turn, just from this, and then we'll go and start building techs everywhere. Hopefully Luxer is safe. It's possible the Polypus might come straight for it, but they probably don't have the fuel for that. Remnant fleet over there. Interesting. All right. So shields can be installed in any of the 4 external quadrants to protect that quadrant. Alternatively, a shield module can be placed in the interior central hull. This module will be able to provide protection for the entire hull, although the protective energy will be divided evenly between the external quadrants. Shield quadrants can be depleted individually. Okay, so mostly we'd probably want to put forward shields, but I'd say one in the middle and maybe one forward or something like that. Let's choose a new avenue of research. We're going to get... we could go orbital shipyards, but I think I'll just start building ships. I'm going to get advanced warp theory, just so that our ships are a little bit faster. Then we're going to go and check the roster over here and see if they've unlocked any new variants that we could add to the list. I mean, we do have some over here, like the Nautilus Cruiser, for example. But they don't have a new Corvette variant. Corvette is normally just equipped with laser cannons, which might be fine. And I guess no shields. I guess... Can we do better than lasers? Do the lasers upgrade? Disable enemy shields. Or it disables enemy systems ineffective against shield. Right, I guess these guys will always have lasers, but we have got an upgrade for lasers, didn't we? I don't know, maybe not. I guess we can put in some different variations here that can add weight and therefore reduce speed. I know we'll never run out of power. If we start using rapid fire lasers. What's the difference? Oh, wait. Oh, we don't have that option because they're point. They're always going to be the same. So there's really nothing we can customize with the Corvettes. Suppose we could armor the engines, but that hardly seems worthwhile. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. After you've done the colony ship, go ahead and start on 4 Corvettes. It can apparently have 11 for free. I think you can have a number of them equal to your command points for free. They don't actually use their own command points. Imperial University, right, and then you're going to do a full research thing. Meanwhile, Seoul, after you've done your pollution resequencer, start working on an actual starbase to defend yourself. Halos doesn't need anything. I mean, we'll have it do some trade goods while it waits. And you, yeah, keep working on that. Suppose we got the money, we can rush that. I took the money for the war, I may as well use it for something. Suppose I probably could have moved these guys out of construction here, because this is going to be a full-time tech planet as well. There we go. Which will give us quite a bit of research going on with everything that we've got piled into these locations, which is really good. Let's quickly buy this colony ship, and then we can start working on those Corvettes. Let's take a look at the list of planets sorted by size. Tila's got an electromagnetic field. It's also, I believe, it's not that close to the front. What does the M field do? Right, penalty to production until we get the special project, which we haven't unlocked yet, but once we colonize, then we'll be able to do it. That might work out. Our tech's pretty good, and it's got special resources. It's got the heavy gravity, but it's not too bad. Poor rich. Another EM field. Where's Icro? This is the one that's further to the front, which makes me feel a little less safe. Okay, we're going to take our colony ship over here. That's this one. And we're going to send it to Tila 1, which I think will be a halfway decent planet. Okay. Next turn. Okay, ships are going to happen pretty fast, actually. Two per turn. So this will bring us up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Basically just keep pumping them out there. Looks like we should probably raise our taxes again. Damn, man. We're really not making money. We are going to definitely settle there. We'll need to adjust some of our food. Expansionist policies. Deal with it. Knowing that you must die, we greet you with the heaviest of hearts. I'm Acolyte Tsar of the Rayleigh devoted. Perhaps in time you can be saved. All right, we got our warp drive tech. This is our new planet. We're going to go Xenomine followed by Starbase. Maybe pollution resequencer then. Just get the production going here. We do have our secret projects. So we'll go ahead and dedicate all our tech to that right away. And yeah, the Rileys have like just eaten the Draylock Council in a way that has me very, very nervous. This is our listener over here. We're going to go ahead and tuck it right into where we don't currently have vision, but we're not actually going to enter their territory. See, disruptor cannons will boost our fighters. So we'll go ahead and get that researched, although again, we'll finish the EM field thing first. And we'll group up our corvettes over there. Hostile fleet. Who are you? Are you Riley? You're green. Oh, the polyps! That is a pretty monstrous fleet. Where do they come from? Oh my god. It's a huge fleet. Guys, I'm going to get my butt kicked. But whoa, this episode's gone way too long. Thank you very much for watching. This might be a shorter Let's Play than I thought. The polyps apparently have a lot of units. Like, how do they have such a high command point? Maybe they research a different kind of tech. Maybe I'm far behind on tech. I don't know if we can get that kind of information. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I should send my spies over to the polyps. But thank you very much for watching an episode. Again, leave a like, leave a comment, do all those great things. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.